Baylor women's basketball got a midseason transfer recently. You probably noticed her at the game, whether you're in person or watching on TV. There was somebody on the Baylor bench in an all green sweatsuit. Apologize for looking at because I cannot memorize all this stuff. It is Lorena Awou, as in AWOU. She's from NC State. She's 6'5" tall as a center. She spent her first year at NC State, then only played 3 games in the fall, then she was suspended indefinitely. I don't know what exactly happened there. She will be redshirting the rest of the year, though. You can't play at one school and then go transfer to another in the midseason and play. It's exactly like Baylor men's basketball player Cameron Carr when he was at Tennessee, then transferred to Baylor. So it's the exact same thing in terms of logic and why she can't play at Baylor right now. Though I know some people are going to refer to Aaliyah Madaru, but here's the difference. Aaliyah Madaru, she was at Florida in the fall, but never played a game. Then she transferred to Baylor and she played, obviously, in the spring. Lorena Awou is 6'5" tall. She does play center. I will say, though, she was limited in terms of the amount of minutes. I might as well go over her true freshman year. She played 8.8 minutes per game, and she played in 31 games. She averaged the following: 3.2 points per game, 2.5 rebounds per game. Might as well just go over like 0.1 assists, 1 turnover per game, 0.4 steals per game, 0.4 blocks per game. She did shoot 51.3% from the field on 78 attempts. Now, 37.3% on free throws on 51 attempts. That has to get better, obviously. And she did average like 1.5 fouls per game. Now, in 3 games, she only played in 8 minutes, so 24 minutes in total. She averaged 3.3 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, 0 assists per game, 1.3 turnovers per game, 0.3 steals per game, 0.7 blocks per game, and 1.3 fouls per game. She did shoot 45.5% from the field, but that is on 11 attempts and 0 for 3 on free throws. Now, I might as well just go over her high school. What was said out of high school about her. Like, she has a strong base and finishes with a high release point with both her right and left hands, and she's a rim runner and clogs the paint. That's what was said about her on the ESPN article when compared to like other signees for NC State at the time and around the country as well. And this is what Wes Moore from NC State said about her when she first joined NC State. Lorena brings great athleticism to our inside game. Her ability to run the floor and chase down rebounds will put a lot of pressure on defenses. Her combination of strength and mobility will allow her to be a factor in the paint on both ends of the court. Relatively new to the game, Lorena has a high ceiling. Now, I might as well go over her background, like in terms of like where's her hometown, where she attended high school, and then her high school accolades. Now, she is from East Moline, Illinois. Her high school is United Township. She was like number 5 in the state of Illinois in the Preps Girls Hoops rankings, named like Class 4A Illinois Media First Team All-State, receiving the 3rd most votes of any 4A player in the state following her senior year, which she averaged 18.7 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game for the 26-6 United Township Panthers. She was tagged Western Big Six MVP and first team Western Big Six, awarded a News Gazette first team selection. She surpassed 1,000 career points and 1,000 career rebounds in high school and is the United Township all-time rebounding record holder in terms of the amount of rebounds. That's pretty impressive right there. She did average a double-double as a junior, 12 points and 12.2 rebounds per game. So, and obviously Nikki Collin did address how did she come to Baylor in a press conference last night. Like Nikki Collin said, we got a call from compliance on the first day of class that there was a player who wanted to join our team. So we kind of went through the process of what it meant, what that meant through the compliance department. So this is one of those interesting additions, obviously, and this is like a low risk because I know she has not done a lot in her college career, but there's a high ceiling overall. So, and I know there's that what happened with her being suspended, but you got to keep in mind Nikki Collin has dealt with multiple personalities both in a college realm as a coach and a professional realm when she was in the WNBA. So I'm not entirely worried about that. She's definitely going to help the team the rest of the year in practice and be like with the practice squad when the guys come back. I mean, the practice guys are there. So that would really help. And she has 3 years of eligibility. And look, I think Baylor women's basketball would have looked for a center in the offseason anyway. I know it's way too early to talk about that. But get a transfer because I don't see a 5-for-5 thing happening in this sport. So you had to get somebody, and now you don't have to worry about that in the offseason now. Unless you lose like Kayla Nelms or Kyla Abraham to the transfer portal. But that's besides the point. So that does bolster up that position in a year from now, potentially. To get it back to up to 3. So we're going to have to wait and see about what happens the rest of the regular season here. Before, in the postseason, this is before I go, that I will go over like the state of the program and all this after the season's done. So just a heads up on this edition. And I'm all for the edition. Hopefully it works out at Baylor in the long term.